Hello everyone. In this video, we will study to find the maximum and minimum number in the given list. So suppose these are the given numbers, that is 22, 13, minus 5, 8, 15, 60, 17, 31 and 47, which starts from a of 1 till a of 9. So there are 9 elements, and out of that we have to find minimum number and maximum number. So there is one technique, straightforward technique. By using that we can get the maximum and minimum number. So in this technique we have to assume that first element as maximum and minimum number. Then that number will be compared with remaining numbers, and whichever is the maximum and minimum number, we will change the value of maximum and minimum. So to understand better, we will take this example, and first we will try to find the maximum element. So first we will assume the first element as max, that is maximum number. So this number we will compare with remaining numbers, and suppose we find the maximum number, then we will replace the value of max. So first we will compare the max value with second element. So the value of max is 22 and the second element is 13. So is 13 is greater than max? No, the max is greater. So we will keep the max value as it is. Now go for the next element. So the next element is minus 5. So again compare minus 5 with max. So minus 5 is greater than max? No, even this condition is false. So max value will remain as it is. Now again go for the next element. So the next element is minus 8. So minus 8 is greater than max? No, again the condition becomes false. So max value remain as it is. Next go for the fifth element. So 15 is greater than max? Again the condition is false. So the max value will remain as it is. Next, sixth element, that is 60. So is 60 is greater than max? Yes, because 60 is greater than 22. So because 60 is greater, we will change the value of max. So now the value of max will be 60. So this max value we will compare with the remaining elements. So the seventh element is 17. So is 17 is greater than max? That is 17 is greater than 60? No, the condition becomes false. So the value of max will remain as it is. Now go for the next element, that is eighth one. So 31 is greater than max? No, the condition is false. So the value of max will remain as it is. Now the last element, that is 47. So is 47 is greater than max? No, again the condition is false. So the value of max will remain as it is. So if you see, now we have found the max value. So the maximum value is 60. So similarly we can find the minimum value from the given list. So again, first we will assume the first element as minimum. So here we will compare the minimum value with remaining elements, and suppose the remaining elements is lesser than minimum, then we will change the value of mean. So first we will compare the minimum value with second element. So is 13 is less than minimum? Yes, the condition is true because 13 is less than 22. That means we have to change the value of mean. So the new value of mean will be 30. Then compare the minimum value with the next element. So the next element is minus 5. So is minus 5 is less than minimum? Yes, the condition is true. So the new value of mean will be minus 5. So next number is minus 8. So compare that with the minimum value. So is minus 8 is less than mean? Yes, again the condition is true. That means we will change the value of mean. So the new value of mean will be minus 8. So compare this value with remaining elements. So the next element is 15. So is 15 is less than mean? No, the condition is false. That means the mean value will remain as it is. Now we will compare the next element, that is 60. So is 60 is less than minimum? No, the condition is false. So the value will remain as it is. Next, is 17 is less than minimum? No, the condition is false. So the next element is 31. So is 31 is less than minimum? No, the condition becomes false. So the value of mean will remain as it is. So now the compare minimum value with last element. So is 47 is less than minimum, that is mean value? No, the condition is false. So at the end the mean value is minus 8. So that is the minimum value from the given list. So in this way we can find the maximum value and minimum value from the given list. So now we will see the algorithm for this technique. So this is the name of algorithm, that is straight, max, mean, and in brackets there are 4 parameters. So A is list of elements, that is array. N is the number of elements. Then max and mean is used to store the value of maximum and minimum. So first we will assume maximum and minimum as the first element. So after assuming the first element as maximum and minimum, we will go for the next element to compare. So this is the loop, that is for loop, which starts from second element till the last element, that is nth element. Because we assume that first element as max and mean, we will start from the second element and we will compare max value with the remaining as well as mean value with remaining elements. So to check whether the remaining element has max value, we will compare A of I is greater than max. So suppose if this condition is true, then we will change the value of max. So whatever the value stored in A of I, that will be initialized to max. If the condition is true, that is if A of I is greater than max. Similarly, for minimum, we will check another condition, that is if A of I is less than mean. So if this condition is true, then we will change the value of mean, that is mean equal to A of I. So this process of checking whether max and mean is available in the remaining list, we will repeat this for loop. So in this way, at the end we will get the value in max, that is maximum value, and in the mean we will get the minimum value. So we will take one example and we will see how this algorithm works. So suppose this is an array which starts from a of 1 till a of 9. So here there are 9 elements starting from 1 to the a of 9. So n value is 9 and we have to find max and mean value. So in first line, that is max equal to mean equal to a of 1. That means we are assuming first element as maximum and minimum element. So 22 will be our first max and mean element. Now after initializing max and mean, we will execute the for loop. So the starting value of I is 2. So we will check the condition whether I is less than or equal to n. So n is 9, that means 2 is less than 9. So this condition is true, that means we will execute the for loop. So in for loop, what is the first condition? We are checking whether a of I is greater than max. So what is a of I means? A of 2. So the value stored in a of 2 is 13 and the max value is 22. So 13 is greater than 22. No, the condition is false. So that means max equal to a of I. This statement will not execute. So next we will check another if condition, that is if a of I is less than min. So what is there in a of I? That is a of 2, 13, and that will be compared with minimum value. So is 13 is less than 22? Yes, the condition is true. That means we will change the value of mean. So now the new value of mean will be 13. So after executing mean equal to a of I, because the previous condition of for loop was true, we will check the condition again. So now the value of I will be 3. So 3 is less than n, that is 9. The condition is true, that means we will execute the for loop again. So now we will check first condition, that is if a of I is greater than max. So a of I means what? A of 3. So minus 5 is greater than 22. No, the condition is false. That means the max value will remain as it is. Now we will go for the second if statement. So is a of I is less than mean, that is a of 3. So in a of 3, the value which is stored is minus 5. So minus 5 is less than 13. Yes, the condition is true. That means we will change the value of mean. So in a of I, the value which is stored is minus 5. So that will be initialized to mean. So the new value of mean will be minus 5. Next, because previous condition was true, we will increment the value of I and we will check the condition. So now the value of I is 4. So 4 is less than n, that is 9. So 4 is less than 9. The condition is true. That means we will execute the for loop. So now a of I is that is minus 8. So minus 8 will be compared with the maximum value. Again the condition is false. That means max equal to a of I, that will not be executed. Next if statement is a of I is less than mean. So a of I is what? A of 4. The value which is stored is minus 8. So minus 8 is less than minus 5. Yes, the condition is true. That means the value of mean will be changed. So minus 8 will be initialized to mean. So the new value of mean will be minus 8. So because previous condition was true, we will increment the value of I by 1, that is 5, and we will check the condition. So again the condition is true, that is 5 is less than 9. So now we will execute again the for loop. So a of I is what? A of 5. So in a of 5, the value which is stored is 15. So is 15 is greater than max value, that is 22? No, the condition is false. So we will go for the next if statement. So a of I, that is 15 is less than mean. So again even this condition is false. So because the previous condition of for loop was true, we will increment the value of I by 1 and we will check the condition. So again 6 is less than 9, the condition is true, we will execute the for loop. So in for loop, the first condition is if a of I is greater than max. So now a of I is what? A of 6. So in a of 6, the value which is stored is 60. So is 60 is greater than 22? Yes, the condition is true. That means we will initialize the value which is stored in a of I to the max. So 60 will be initialized to max. So the new value of max is now what? 60. So next, after initializing the value of max, we will check the if condition, the second if condition. So is a of I is less than mean, that is 60 is less than minus 8? No, the condition is false. So because again for loop condition was true, we will increment the value of I by 1 and we will execute the statements. So again 7 is less than n, the condition is true, we will enter into the for loop. So a of I is what now? 17. So is 17 is greater than 60? No, the condition is false. So we will go for the next if statement. So is 17 is less than minus 8? No, the condition is false. So again we will execute the for loop because previous condition was true. So now the value of I will be 8. So 8 is less than or equal to 9. The condition is true. So we will execute the statements present in the for loop. So if a of I is greater than max, that is 31 is greater than 60. No, the condition is false. So we will check the next condition, that is a of I is less than minimum. So 31 is less than minus 8. No, again this condition is also false. So again previous condition was true, we will increment the value of I by 1, that is 9. So 9 is less than or equal to 9? Yes, the condition is true. So we will execute this for loop again. So first condition, that is a of I is greater than max. So this condition is false because 47 is greater than 60. This condition is false. So now we will check the second condition, that is a of I is less than min. So 47 is less than minus 8. No, the condition is false. So because again the previous condition was true, we will increment the value of I. So now the value of I will be 10. So is 10 is less than or equal to n, that is 9? No, 10 is not less than or equal to 9. So the condition becomes false. That means we will stop executing this for loop. So now if you see, the value which is stored in max is 60 and the value which is stored in min is minus 8. And these are the two numbers, that is maximum number is 60 and minimum number is minus 8. So in this way we can find the maximum number and minimum number from the given list. So this is the straightforward method to find the maximum number and minimum number. But if you see, it takes much time to calculate maximum and minimum number. So to overcome this problem, we can implement divide and conquer strategy for this problem. So we will see this in the next video, how to implement divide and conquer strategy in the maximum and minimum problem.